Demonstrations against Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu carried into a second day in Washington as he met with President Joe Biden and later with Vice President Kamala Harris. It was the first face-to-face meeting between Netanyahu and Biden since Biden ended his re-election campaign and said he hopes to use the final months of his presidency to bring an end to the Israel-Hamas war.
Thank you for 50 years of public service and 50 years of support for the State of Israel. And I look forward to discussing with you today and working with you in the months ahead on the great issues before us.
I look forward to it as well.
White House officials say Biden emphasized to Netanyahu just how strongly he feels about securing a deal for the return of hostages held by Hamas in Gaza in return for a ceasefire by Israel. The White House has detailed a proposal that would release hostages in 3 phases.
There are gaps that remain, and our team continues to work with our counterparts in the region to see if we can't close those gaps. We believe that they are of a nature where they can be closed and that we can achieve a deal. But it's going to require, as it always does, some leadership, some compromise, and an effort to get there.
The 2 leaders also met privately with the families of American hostages.
We feel probably more optimistic than we have since the first round of releases.
That's what total victory means, and we will settle for nothing less.
It comes a day after Netanyahu's fiery speech to Congress, where he gave a staunch defense of Israel's war. Some families noticed he did not discuss the hostage negotiations.
They were extremely frustrated and disappointed by the speech when Netanyahu did not say that he's going to push for a deal.
After returning from a campaign trip to Texas, Harris met with Netanyahu, her first sit-down with a foreign leader since she announced her campaign for president on Sunday.
Welcome, Mr. Prime Minister, and I look forward to our conversation. We have lots to talk about.
Harris also issued a statement condemning the anti-Netanyahu protesters here in Washington who burned an American flag and voiced support for Hamas. She said pro-Hamas graffiti and rhetoric is abhorrent and we must not tolerate it in our nation. In Washington, Rena Diamante, Spectrum News.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Let Spectrum News be your resource for balanced, in-depth political coverage, and click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV to learn more about the candidates, where they stand on the issues, and more. We'll see you then.